Welcome to the first segment of the JFK Assassination, Do the Math. Hi, my name is Ken. This is the first of a series that uses simple math to explain where each of the shots came from during the assassination of President Kennedy. I guarantee the results will surprise everyone on both sides of the argument. Oh, conspiracy theorist? Take heart. You're going to be satisfied in the end.
Let's begin with the fatal headshot first, since it's the most controversial. This shot is also known as the grassy knoll shot. In this picture, the grassy knoll is marked with the yellow circle, and the president's limousine is represented by the small black rectangle in the street. The grassy knoll theorists feel that they have the strongest argument that the government conspired to hide the truth of where the actual shots came from. This argument is based on the photographic evidence in the Zapruder film. The film has clear, irrefutable photographic evidence of the shot striking the president and the aftermath of the shot. Let's examine the grassy knoll argument in depth. This is frame 312 of the Zapruder film, which occurs 1/18th of a second prior to the bullet striking the president. One can see that the president's head is turned slightly to the left and nodding downward. In frame 313, the bullet strikes the president, which is evidenced by the effusion of material from the exit wound. In frame 321, the president's body has been forced backwards and to the left. Now, anytime a bullet strikes a victim in the body is pushed in the opposite direction from which the bullet was fired. In this case, the body was thrown backwards and to the left by the force of the shot. Therefore, say the grassy knoll theorists, the shot must have come from forwards and to the right, the direction of the grassy knoll. But, as one can quite clearly see in the film, the bullet struck the president in the head. So the question becomes, can a bullet strike someone in the head from one direction and produce an action that's similar to one when a bullet strikes a person in the body from a different direction? Let's see. First, we have to look at the autopsy results. This is a drawing of the president's head made during the autopsy. While the wound may not have been drawn exactly to scale, the drawing shows that there was a small entry wound in the back of the head just to the right of the crown and a large exit wound near the right front top of the head. When one looks at frame 313, one sees a large effusion of brain matter exiting out of a wound that is consistent with the wound in the autopsy drawing. I've made a series of drawings to explain in depth why the president's body is thrown backwards and to the left instead of forwards and to the right, as one might expect with a bullet traveling from behind left to front right. A bullet striking here at the back of the head would push the back of the head forward with tremendous force. At the same time, because the bullet was traveling at approximately 1,400 feet per second, the bullet almost instantly exited out the top right front. Now, the bullet and the infusion of material exiting the skull produced an equal and opposite effect, which pushed the front right of the head backwards and to the left. This opposite action is similar to that of a jet engine, where the heated air rushes out of the back of the engine, and that pushes the plane forwards. The combined forces produced in the head at both the entry and exit would cause the head to violently rotate to the left. But, because the head is attached to the body quite securely with muscles and tendons, this rotation suddenly stopped when it reached the maximum point in its rotation that the muscles and tendons would allow, which is about a third of the way around. But this tremendous combined force still had a lot of energy left. The sudden stop made the lines of force straighten out while continuing on. This caused the head to stop rotating and be taken in a straight direction. The head then dragged the body with it, causing the appearance that the body had been thrown backwards and to the left in the same manner as if the body had been struck by a bullet that had come from the front and to the right. One can quite clearly see the proof of this rotation in the sequence of frames 314 through 321. Each frame is being shown for 1 second, so you can clearly see the effect that I've just described. In real time, each frame represents approximately 1/18th of a second and 0.43 seconds for the total sequence.
So now we know the answer to the question is yes. A bullet that strikes the head from behind that is traveling from left to right can produce the same body action as a bullet striking the body from the right front. The question becomes, where did this bullet come from? Let's do the math.
Because of uploading limitations, this movie has been split into 2 parts. Please go to JFK Assassination Part 1B to find out where the shot came from. Thank you.